I think Klal Yisrael had enough from this galut. It's time to do something about it. I heard recently a clip from Rabbi Waxman. He says, over in the name of the great and late Rabbi Steinman, Zechet Tzadik Lebracha, he says that he wants to be mefarsim this letter. He wants people to hear about this. There was a boy in Israel. He was a young man. He was a matmid. He was something special. He was the top of his class. He died suddenly at a young age. It turns out that that week, that Friday night, his mother sitting and crying at home, she cried herself to sleep. And she had a dream. He comes to her in the dream and he tells her, Ma, please stop crying. Shabbat, you're not allowed to be mitabel. You're not allowed to mourn. He says to her, I'm sitting in the mechitzot of great tzaddikim. I'm right next to Kisei HaKavod. So she asks him, my son, how much longer? How much longer is this going to go on? How many people are going to suffer like me? How many losses? How many difficulties in Klal Yisrael? And he says to her, I'm not allowed to really say, but I do want to tell you one thing Shamayim allows me to tell you. Shamayim wants me to get the message out. And I'm going to say it in Hebrew, because this is the way he said it. This is a quote. And then I'll translate. Ha'asanot ha'elu, these tragedies, korim biglal lashon hara u'rechilut. It happens because of the people that speak lashon hara and rechilut. And then he goes on to tell his mother something incredible. He goes on to say that the Chafetz Chaim himself stands right next to Kisei HaKavod and he prays an unbelievable prayer for all the people that are learning Shemirat Halashon, and especially the people that are spreading the laws of Shemirat Halashon to Klal Yisrael. Because this is what the Geulah is waiting for. And he told his mother something unbelievable. He said, if Klal Yisrael would get better in the area of the way they speak, and their mouth isn't hefker, and they start to really adhere to the laws of Shemirat Halashon, Rechilut, Lashon Hara, no longer, he says that would have been the saving grace that he, as a boy, would not have died. And many of the tragedies would never have happened, because the learning of Shemirat Halashon is the mashpia of Chaim Tovim to Klal Yisrael in our generation. That is the pipeline that brings down incredible yeshuot to people in this generation, the learning of Shemirat Halashon. Now this is a dream. The mother woke up and she was moved, but this was brought to the Gedolim, and Reb Leib Steinman, the great Reb Aryeh Leib Steinman, Zechet Tzadik Lebracha, asked that this story, which he said was emet, this story should be spread to Klal Yisrael to get out the message. So we're getting out the message. We're starting a new program, Shemirat Halashon, daily Be'ezat Hashem, Leilu Nishmat Hafetz Chaim, and it should be Yeshua for all of us that really need Yeshua in Klal Yisrael to see a Geulah. Thank you.